Now today I have to complete the transfer of heat. Before this one, I taught you the measurement of temperature with the help of device called thermometer. Different types of thermometers were there, like clinical, laboratory, maximum, minimum, and digital thermometer. Everything we have studied in detail, including their diagram, precautions, how to use everything. Now transfer of heat. So as you know, heat is one form of energy. In our daily life there are so many examples where heat is transferred from one end to another end. How? Just try to understand. Suppose you have taken the pair of what to say, suppose you have taken one pan, and now try to understand the bottom of the pan is in contact of flame, but after some time entire pan become hot. How is it possible? Only the bottom part of the pan is in contact of flame, but entire part is becoming hot. It means heat has got one tendency to flow from hotter end to colder end. Am I correct or not? Similarly, suppose pair of tongs you have taken. So one end only will be in the contact of flame, but other end which is not in direct contact of heat, slowly and slowly that will also become the hot. So what is the meaning of this one? Heat is always flow from hotter end to colder end. So what is the transfer of heat? So transfer of heat is nothing but a process of heat, means it is the process of transfer of heat energy from hotter end to colder end. What is the transfer of heat? It is nothing but a process of transfer of heat energy from hotter end to colder end. Let us take one example. Suppose this is two bricks. In between the two bricks you have taken one iron rod. This is iron rod. Now bottom of this iron rod you have fixed some wax. What is this one? These are wax. Okay. Now here one burning candle you put. After 4-5 minutes you have put the burning candle towards one end of iron rod. But slowly and slowly what you will see that these wax, even in the last end of wax which is fixed here, that will start melting. So what is the meaning of this one? The meaning of this one is heat transferred from here to this end. This is the hotter end, this is the colder end. Nevertheless, heat transferred from here to here. So what is the meaning of this one? The meaning of this one is heat always transferred from hotter end to colder end. That is why the wax which were fixed here, not only they melted, wax which is fixed this end, that also got melted. Now mode of transfer of heat. How many ways heat transferred from hotter end to colder end? So there are basically three modes by which heat is transferred from hotter end to colder end, or hotter object to colder object. The first one is the conduction. So in conduction basically take place in solid substance. Next one is convection. Convection is the transfer of heat in liquid and gas. And radiation is the mode of transfer of heat which is taking place without any medium. Just see, it does not require any medium. We'll discuss one by one in detail. At length we will discuss all these things.
अभी कुछ मत कीजिए.
So now first mode is conduction. So what is the conduction? Conduction is the process of transfer of heat from hotter object or end to colder object or end without the movement of molecules of object. Remember, in conduction, the molecules is not moving. Only heat is moving or transferred from one end to another end. In this mode, heat is transferred in the solid. Means whatever solid substance are there, in the solid substances, heat is transferred by this process only. So, the heat transferring process in the solid is known as conduction.
Here we can see that some students are standing in a queue. The teacher wants to pass a chocolate from first student to the last student without changing their position. She gives the chocolate to the first student who is nearest to her. After that, the first student passes the chocolate to the second student. The second student passes it to the third one, and so on. The process continues till the chocolate reaches the last student. This process of transferring the chocolate is similar to the phenomenon known as heat conduction. Let us understand the concept of heat conduction through an activity. Take a metal rod, put a few drops of candle wax at different positions on it, and affix the circular heads of the iron nails on the wax dropped at different positions. Now, upturn the rod and fix it to a stand in such a manner that all the nails hang downwards. Now, bring the flame of Bunsen burner near the free end of the iron rod. Let the flame be placed there for some time. What do we observe? Yes, we observe that after some time, the nail nearest to the flame fell down. After that, the second nail fell down. Like this, the process continues till the last nail falls down. Do you know how this happened? When the flame of the Bunsen burner was placed near the free end of the rod, the atoms of the end closest to the flame got heat energy from the flame and started vibrating about their new position. These vibrating atoms collide with their neighboring atoms and transfer their energy to them. With the passage of time, energy of the atoms increases. The heat energy is transferred from hotter end to colder end. This process of heat transfer from one atom to another without their actual motion is known as conduction. There are two conditions for the transfer of heat from one body to another. The two bodies must be in contact with each other. There should be some temperature difference between these two bodies. Examples of conduction. What happens if we keep an ice cube on our palm? It starts to melt up.
Dear cadets, as you know that in solid, heat is transferred by the process known as conduction. But remember, in all conditions, in solid substance, heat will not transfer. There are certain conditions, if those conditions are met, then only heat will be transferred from one object to another object. What are these conditions? Number one, two objects must be in contact with each other. If two objects are in contact with each other, then only heat will be transferred. If they are far away from each other, or if they are not in contact with each other, then heat will not be transferred. So the first condition is object where heat is to be transferred, they must be in contact with each other. Second one condition is there must be some temperature difference between these two objects. Means what is there? Their temperature should not be similar, should not be same. Suppose one is having 20 degrees Celsius, so other must be 21 or 22 degrees Celsius. Means one object temperature must be more, other must be less. More and less means difference may be slight, but difference must be there. Yes, so dear cadets, now how many types of substances are there on the basis of ease of transferring of heat? So the solid substance which are easily transferring heat from one end to another end, they are known as good conductors. So what are the good conductors? Good conductors are the solid substance which allow the heat energy to pass through them easily. Means they transferred heat easily from one end to another end. What are the examples? Copper, silver. This is the only reason, that is why copper wires are mostly used for the transferring of electricity. Isn't it? They are very good conductors. Copper, silver, almost all metals, they are good conductors. Second one is bad conductor or insulator. These are the solid substances which does not allow the heat energy to pass through them easily. So that is why they are known as bad conductor or insulator. What are the example? Glass, rubber, plastics. This is the only reason, that is why the electrician who are working, they are using the rubber gloves or plastics gloves while repairing the electrical equipment. So second mode of heat transfer is convection. It is the process of transfer of heat energy from hotter region to colder region by the movement of its molecules. So just see, the first important difference is there. In case of solid, or you can say in case of conduction, what was there? Heat was transferred without the involvement of movement of molecules. But here in convection, what is there? Molecules are also moving, and these moving molecules are only transferring the heat from one end to another end, or one region to another region. So convection is the process of transfer of heat from hotter region to colder region with the involvement of movement of its molecules, means object molecules. And this is the process in which heat is transferred in liquid and gas. So in the solid substance, heat is transferred by conduction, and in liquid and gas, heat is transferred by the process of convection. Now I am going to give you some examples of convection. Just see. In our daily life, just see. Suppose there is a burning fire. Okay. Now you are having two hands. One hand just above, sufficient distance should be there. You put near the flame, and another to the side of burning flame you have put. Where you will feel hot? Definitely, you will feel hot in the palm which is just above the burning flame. Why? Because the air which is come into contact of burning flame, that gets hot, and now hot air is lighter air. So it will rise up fastly, and it will hit to your palm, and you will feel hot. While the palm which is side of flame, their temperature is less, so air will not become so hot. So the side palm will not feel hot. Another example, just try to understand. Balloon, hot balloon, that was used to travel one place to another place. How they are working? Just try to understand. Inside the balloon, such type of arrangement was there, so that the fire can be burned. And just see, inside the balloon they have taken the gases. So when fire is burned, what is their temperature become very high, and gaseous molecules, they fastly move here and there, and because of the movement of gas particle. And you know that gas particles, when they are very hot, they become lighter also. Because of their lighterness, now balloon will go up. So there also heat is transferred from one end to another end by the process of convection. Another example, just see, AC, air conditioners, they are always fit at the top only, top of the wall only. Why? Because hot air in your room become lighter and it moves up. When it moves up, then it will come into contact of AC, and now AC will cool them, and those gaseous particle again will come near to the surface of room, because cool air is heavier air. They can't go high. They will come. They will settle at your level, at your surface. Another example, in the refrigerator, freezer is almost at the top. Why? Because hot air from the bottom of the refrigerator rises up and it come into contact of freezer and cool down, and they settle, they come back at the bottom. So bottom things are also become cool. So these are the examples of convection in our daily life. Dear cadets, actually what is the effect of convection in our daily life? So the convection is playing very important role for the people who are staying in the coastal areas. Actually means very nice phenomenon, very interesting phenomenon is occurring in the coastal area. One is the sea breeze and another one is the land breeze. Sea breeze is taking place in the daytime. Land breeze is taking place in the night time. Just I will explain this one. Just you wait. So now first I am explaining you sea breeze. You just see. Sea breeze will be taken place in daytime. Actually in day what is happening? Because sun rays are directly falling on the land, but they are falling on the sea water also. But remember, as compared to sea water, land will be heated fastly. So since land heated fastly, so the air which is near the land, that also got heated up, and now hot air is a lighter air, so it will rise. I am talking of daytime only. So the hot air will rise up, it will go up, and now this hot air will move towards the seaside. So now here one gap will be generated near the land. So the cold air from the seaside will move toward the land. So in daytime what is happening? Cool air from the sea move toward the land, while hot air from the land moves toward the sea and gets cooled. So actually it is the movement. What is the sea breeze? Sea breeze is nothing but a movement of cold and hot air. So cold air will move from seaside to land side, and hot air will move from land side to seaside. Remember, this is happening in the daytime only. In the night time, reverse phenomenon is occurring. In night, what is there? Sun rays are not there. So what would be there? Land gets heated up fastly and gets cooled up fastly. It means in the night time, land will be cooled very fastly, and when land will be cooled fastly, so the air around the land that will also cool, while the sea water that will cool bit late. So the air which is near the sea water, that is still hot. So the air near the sea water that will rise up, and now near the sea water, now air won't be there. So to fill that gap, the air, cold air, cool air from the land side will move toward the seaside. So in the night time, what is there? Cool air from land move toward the sea, while the hot air from the sea move toward the land. So remember, this sea breeze and land breeze is because of the temperature difference of the land and sea water. In night time, what is there? Land temperature will be more, while the sea temperature. Sorry dear cadets, actually in water temperature, sea water temperature would be more. So what I want to convey you, basically this sea breeze and land breeze is occurring or happening because of the temperature difference of the land and sea water. In night time, in daytime, what is happening? Land is more hot, while sea water is less hot. So cool air from sea will move toward the land, while in night time, land is more cool than that of sea water. So the cool air from the land will move toward the seaside in land breeze or in night time. This way, now I have completed the convection. So dear cadets, today I have started the class with the heat transfer. So heat transfer I taught, mode of heat transfer I taught, conduction, convection I have completed. Now land breeze, sea breeze, conductor, insulator, all these things I have completed. Now next time onwards I will take up the radiation. Now this is the time to test your knowledge, whether you have got or not. So now I am giving you some question. Now process is same only. You have to write and send to my WhatsApp number, that is 97435350229. What are the questions? Just here. What is conduction? What is convection? What is land breeze and sea breeze? Make their flow diagram. What are conductors and insulators? Give examples. So these are the questions you have to write.